3 weeks from now, we'll be on vacation, and for the first time in my life, I am not planning on cheat days. I'm not telling myself I'll just start over when I get home, when it's over. Instead, I'm gonna prepare for vacation, and a vacation without food chaos, and I wanted to share what that looks like after weight loss surgery and the things I'm gonna plan on doing. Number 1, vacation is not a free-for-all, and it's not going to be a diet. I'm trying to live my life without taking a week off from it. I'm trying to create a life that has balance, and this vacation is going to be no different. I'm going to give myself grace, but I'm also not going to give myself excuses to do whatever I want, eat whatever I want. I'm not going to go into vacation with the thought of I'm on vacation, so nothing counts. But I'm also not trying to hit a perfect macro day every single day. Just finished a quick trip to the grocery store for filler foods, not a full shopping trip, just to make sure I have everything I need. But let's talk about how I'm gonna get through vacation. And the second thing is planning with my mom. So we're gonna be staying with my parents while we are in the Midwest, which is perfect, and I'm very excited to be home again. And since we're gonna be staying with them, I plan on talking to my mom about menus ahead of time, having kind of a plan. I know we're gonna have to wing it some, but just having certain things planned ahead as far as menus, making sure protein options are available at all times, just to make sure that we have what we need in that area. And then also knowing the store isn't that far away. It's not a long haul to the grocery store. So if we need to go get something, instead of being lazy and saying I'm not gonna go do it, like I'm just gonna go get the protein, go get whatever I need. So I just want to remember that having a plan doesn't mean my vacation has to be restrictive, but it's going to be peaceful because I'm going to have a plan, and I'm also going to have support in that with my mom and my family. So that's always a good thing too. All right, number 3, I'm going to enjoy the 4th of July barbecue. I don't know if there's gonna be a large family barbecue or if it's gonna be something different, but I am not gonna panic over one meal. I'm not gonna be obsessing with the macros. I plan to enjoy the time with my family. I'm definitely gonna be prioritizing protein and make sure I get enough fiber, but I'm not trying to win the macro Olympics. I really want to enjoy my time with my family and just trust myself that it's gonna be okay when I don't know the full menu. I think that's one thing I panic about, is not knowing a full menu. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be very much okay, so. All right, number 4 is going to be to keep moving. Movement isn't gonna be something that I am required to squeeze in. It's part of my daily life, and I notice on days that I don't have movement, that I don't work out, the days are definitely not as good, unless it's kind of something I've planned because my body needs rest. But I'm gonna walk, I might go swimming. I'm definitely gonna be active during my vacation on purpose. I'm gonna stay active because it feels good and it helps me mentally. So I'm gonna commit to doing that during my vacation. And I plan on still doing my actual workouts. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Bring resistance bands or something like that. I haven't figured that out yet, but movement will be part of my vacation because it is part of my everyday life. All right, number 5 is protein and fiber are my anchors. So if there's anything that I am going to be focusing on during vacation and just any time in general, are my 3 pillars, which is protein, fiber, hydration, repeat. I'm going to be drinking lots of water. I'm going to have protein first. I'm going to be having fiber daily. And I want to make sure I remember that these are the things that I need in order to help me feel my best. And it's going to help me enjoy my time with my family the best possible. I'm not going to track every single bite. I'm going to be tracking most bites as best as I can. I'm definitely going to be doing some research and finding comparable options to put in my tracker because I want to be as concise as I can, but I'm not going to stress out about every single thing. I'm going to pay attention to my stomach and how it feels, my fullness. But again, protein, fiber, hydration, repeat are going to be the most important part of every day for the rest of my life and on vacation. All right, and number 6, travel food prep. So I want to show you some of the things that I plan on bringing with us on the road, especially for myself, just to kind of make sure I am okay as far as all of the things, and so I'm not eating a bunch of stuff on the road that doesn't agree with me and doesn't kind of serve the purpose of what I'm trying to do. So here's a few things. One of the first things I'm gonna make sure I have is some of the carbies. So I got some reduced fat wheat thins, and then I have the popcorn that I have on a regular basis. I'm gonna put these into individual baggies. I'm gonna probably do enough for the ride down and the ride back, just so I can make sure I have some snacks for both there and back. Another thing I'm gonna prepare little baggies of is cashews and almonds. Just wanna make sure I have a couple of those with as well. I think it's good balance as far as macros, and it'll be delicious road snacks. Edamame, and it's ranch seasoned flavored. Great source of protein, great source of fiber, and also just easy travel food. So I'm bringing this with. And then also I'm gonna make sure I bring some smoked turkey sticks. I think these are gonna be super handy for the road. Just making sure I have the protein that I need, obviously. And then I'm gonna definitely be bringing a Quest bar too, just to make sure I have those on hand. When I have Quest bars, I generally only have like a fourth or a half of it, depending on what's going on and where I'm at in my day. But just knowing I have this on hand just in case, I think is gonna be super helpful. And for the ride there, for sure, gonna have some hint water, and I'm gonna try to make sure I still have raspberry peach to bring with because this is by far my favorite. I think the biggest thing is making sure you have things that you know you're gonna like, that you know you're gonna eat, that it's not gonna be like a waste of food to bring. And also just kind of, I don't know, maybe accepting the fact that on the road, you're gonna be eating the things that you brought with and not stopping as much. Because I think we tend to think of vacation as a time to like splurge and stuff. And I'm like, I don't wanna build my life around, I only need to splurge on vacation. I want to be able to splurge on things occasionally just throughout my life. And so travel day, I'm gonna have most of my food with me for the day. And then if we stop somewhere for lunch or dinner or whatever, I wanna be ready to make sure I'm choosing something with protein, picking up some fruits and vegetables, something along those lines, just to fill in the gaps. But I don't want travel day to turn into a day of just a free-for-all. Because it's not going to serve my body for one thing, and then honestly I already know it won't make me feel good, and I don't want that either on vacation. So that is how I plan on approaching vacation after bariatric surgery. And the goal isn't to come home and weigh the same. The goal isn't to be perfect with macros and eat perfectly every day. The goal is to come home with memories, not regret. Vacation without chaos doesn't mean vacation without fun. It just means creating a life that I don't have to escape from. And that's ultimately what I want to do. I want to find balance with my lifestyle, with food, with movement, with community, and all of the things. And this is just an opportunity to experience it in a different way. And I'm excited about it. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. I would love to hear from you. please comment below. Like, comment, share, do all the YouTube-y things. Supports the channel, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.